Hello everybody, Chris Wood here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. This is very serious and very important. As I'm sitting here doing this, I am getting nothing but what feels like an electric halo around my head. I am getting something going through the back of my head. I have a spot on the back of my head, and that's where it's all hitting me. And I have something going through that spot on the back of my head, and it is seriously making me dizzy. I have what is called remote neuromonitoring use on me. It is police and military tech. It is a nano microchip implant. It is designed to attach to the central nervous system for its destruction and also for invasive surveillance. I have it being used on me. I am going through identity theft. I have been skull split, seriously brain injured, skull deformed, face deformed for 3.5 years, medically blacklisted, medical treatment refusals with criminal negligent intent through Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, Wade Covey Duck CEO, Administration, Sarah Fiddler. You are guilty of aiding in this crime against me and guilty of attempted murder, along with Paladin security guard, roughly 23 to 25, approximately 3 to 500 pounds. Dr. Tatiana V, aka Margie V, file falsifier, medical blacklister, the one that assures the crimes for her girlfriend Stacy, a mental health worker, was here in Napanee at Lennox at Daily Tea Company, now Kingston. Human trafficker, and she's guilty of attempted murder. She left to further distance herself and also in hopes for deniability. There is also Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. McGregor, Dr. Waldron, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Martin. Triage nurses Terry, Tanya, and David. They're all guilty of criminally negligently co-committing in this crime against me and aiding and covering it up, medically blacklisting me, medical treatment refusals, and a whole lot more that it can be proven. For 3.5 years, I got rushed to the hospital by ambulance Friday, January 13th, and after the ambulance driver left, I was told to go. Kicked out, was told by triage nurse I wasn't even supposed to be there. That they had a note on her desk or whatever on the computer on my file that I'm not even supposed to be there. Interesting. I have no restrictions. I was never told anything by anyone. I have no criminal record. I was falsely charged in an attempt to give me one because of me wanting police and doctors and their boss, Billy Wooldridge and Blair Hardy, and the rest involved in this crime against me. Shot by ex-OPP chief or commander August of 2019. Kidnapped or criminally stalked. Kidnapped May 27, 2021. Had my blood and my piss stolen from me, forced from me through threats and duress and physical force. And that was from Shelley Hafner from Incompetency Bullshit Lies Against Me, signed off by a Judge Chappelle in Kingston. She used a judge in Kingston for shit in Napanee for her crimes. That was in an attempt to cover up everything and an attempt to shut me up, and I will not be proven wrong. I've been seriously brain injured. I've been deformed, and right now the whole right side of my head is being stretched out. I have remote neural monitoring use on me, and it's being used on me from the OPP through Walnut Harbor sex offender Billy Wooldridge, 149 Center Street North, who is approximately 73 years old. He is untouchable. Cops will surround hands on guns to prevent his arrest, and there's also because he can implicate in a lot of crimes with and for them. He's guilty. He's a sex offender, child stalker for the ex-chief, guilty of sex slavery, the OPPR, obviously using R&M to commit identity thefts and frauds, using their doctors to criminally negligently co-commit, using inmates, drug addicts that they feed drugs to, and $300 a day in protecting, which protects them, i.e., Billy Waldridge, i.e., Tyler Lake, i.e., Jason Van Alstyne, i.e., Dale Hartwick, promising if he uses this on me and aids them in their crime against me, charges against him will be dropped. Isn't that right? I won't be proven wrong on that. Police that are guilty of this crime against me for revenge, including even having my mother stalked and murdered through Billy Wooldridge and Blair Hardy and killed from using remote neuromonitoring on her. From the EMFs and radiation, it caused tumors, it caused cancer, and it killed her with intent. December 20th, 2021. Or December 20th, 2020. Conveniently, when I was not allowed to go to the hospital after I was falsely charged, that's when my skull was split. That's when mostly all the damage started to happen to me, and I'm having all of these drug addicts use this shit on me and broadcasting through me, numbing me down, constantly fucking my brain up, putting their piss and shit through me and their feces. They mutilated my right lung and my kidneys. My food when I eat goes to the right side of my body. Billy Wooldridge is a homosexual also. He is highly obsessed. He was told that he was me. He thinks that we were switched at birth. I am 50. He is 70, in his 70s, and he believes it. He also thinks he's my dad, too. I watched my own dad commit suicide, you piece of shit garbage, so you go fuck yourself. But he also thinks he's Harry Potter. He's a serious heroin addict. Used to stalk children once again for sex slavery trafficking for ex-OPP chief, and I will not be proven wrong. He's untouchable. Lies, time buying, cover-ups, arrest refusals. I've been showing my different deformings and everything, and not a damn thing I've been able to do about this. So congratulations, after all of this time's been bought. You mentally injure your victims, you lie, you buy time, you cover up, you get them medically blacklisted so they can't get help and be taken serious. And this is how you are getting away with your human trafficking, obviously identity thefts, committing financial thefts and frauds, welfare, disability, pension thefts and frauds, murdering your victims and taking out policies on them and collecting on them, using inmates that are in witness protection, killing innocent people, committing identity theft to help to aid them. Isn't that right, Billy Waldridge? Isn't that right, OPP? Arrest your piece of shit. Somebody has to come in and arrest cops around Napanee. Somebody has to come in and arrest Spencer Mills, but he's allegedly now in Aurelia. Staff Sergeant years 2019 and 2021, black hair. One has black hair, approximately 30, 35 at the time, and was roughly 6 foot tall. Other 2021, fat. Hate to say he was not a bad guy, but fat. And he had a grayish hair and a goatee and a little bit of red right here, but the rest was all gray. Shannon Cork, Robert Ken Fuck, Ken Kill, Ken Get Away With It, Money Badge Family Town Council. You're 100% right. Worst thing is I live no more than 50 feet from his back door. There's also a Maggie Falls and a Burt Hustler that works with him for him that are pill dealers that are involved in this as well, drug dealers, and Maggie is an alleged undercover. I say alleged because that's exactly what it is. And they work with and for Robert Lucas, conveniently. There's Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, Michelle Irish, Holly Carlisle. They're also guilty of they had a pug dog, whether they still have it or got rid of it. They have a pug dog, and they are using R&M on their dog. Between that dog and my dog Runt, and it gave him cancer. It seriously deformed his face, and as a result, it gave him cancer. So you're guilty of murdering my dog pretty much, and he is almost gone. So you're guilty of killing my fucking dog as well. Billy Wooldridge killed my other dog, Chipper, Runt's dad. I'm 50 years old, and I spoke of police crimes, and as a result, I am a human traffic identity theft with the intent to frame, traffic, and murder victims through Ontario Provincial Police for me speaking of their crimes. The injuring, the torturing, the medical blacklisting. You bastards are getting high and broadcasting through me while you're high on your heroin, while you're high on your crack, while you're high on your fentanyl, while you're high on your meth, and the other fucking garbage drugs that you do. I do not do drugs. I am against them. I've lost too many friends and family from the junk, and I am very vocal about that. And I want nothing to do with the shit in any way, shape, or form, or anybody that does it. I do not want to be around it. I do not want it in my house. I do not want to be anywhere, nowhere around that shit. If you smoke pot, stuff like that, that's fine. Stuff that's legal. But the other shit, no. Not even fucking synthetic pills. I want nothing to do with, so that don't fly. Right now, I'm being broadcasted through by Dale Hartwick. He's using R&M on me. I hope that was seen. But that spot on the back of my head, if it was seen, that's where everything's coming from. That's where I'm getting what feels like the electric rain hitting my head. Also, the whole right side of back of my head, it's completely screwed. I have no feeling or stimulation in it, and I haven't for months. And there hasn't been anything I've been able to do about this. So the police that are guilty of murders and attempted murders, along with the doctors that are criminally negligent, guilty of co-committing and aiding in their crimes, and guilty of murder and attempted murder, along with aiding and ending an entire bloodline for revenge. Spencer Mills, 14716, ex-chief or commander, year 2019, 2020, or year 2019, staff sergeants, years 2019 and 2021 again. Shannon Cork, Robert Kane, Robert Lucas. Stacy, the mental health worker, and Shelley Hafner. And Robert Kane, Robert Lucas. Once again, Stacy, Tatiana, Lennox and Eddington Hospital. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Pritchard McGregor, Waldron, triage nurses Terry Tenyon, David Coveyduck, CEO and administration Sarah Fiddler. They all need to be arrested and criminally felony charged. They need lawsuits against them and serious help in aiding in committing identity thefts, human rights violations, medical violations, legal violations, and rights be help and taken away to commit crimes with inmates, bosses. Billy Wooldridge, 149 Center Street North, Napanee, Ontario, approximately 73 years old, frequents a loaf and ale and a local coffee shop down here in Napanee. Glasses, bald, sometimes a goatee. Blair Hardy, Billy Wooldridge, once again, shit. Billy or Blair Hardy, Tyler Teabag Lake. He's approximately 25 years old, 25, 30 years old. frequents his mother's on John Street and Ray Ray's on East Street and also Water Street here in Napanee, along with Jason Two-Step Gimpy Benalstein, Dale Hartwick, Michelle Irish, and Holly Carlisle. Robert Barry and his friend that hangs out with him, he wears a camo jacket and a camo hat. And I believe they live on Bridge Street. There's a woman on Center and Thomas, side door entrance. It is a crack shack. They're all guilty of using it on me, and I have proven its use and I have proven its existence. So let this be a lesson, people. I'm an attempted framing victim. I'm an identity theft victim with the intent to frame, traffic, and murder. And not a thing I can do about this. My identity theft is done. Congratulations, Hardy Lake. Vinalstein, you fucking punk bastard, crackhead piece of shit, lowlife. Police are involved, murdered and missing. It is Ontario Provincial Police. All human trafficking and sex assaults, Ontario Provincial Police. Obviously, identity thefts to commit framing and end bloodlines and murder families. Ontario Provincial Police, their untouchable inmates, Billy Waldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, and Van Alstyne, the obsessed homosexual fucking goofs that they are. This is done. And OPP, you owe me millions and millions of dollars. Lennox and Addington Hospital, you owe me millions and millions and millions of dollars for what you aided in doing to me. Look what the fuck you done for Blair Hardy and Billy Waldridge and other fucking pieces of shit who are drug fed lowlifes here in Napanee committing these crimes. I bet I'm not the only one. Be safe, everybody. Watch yourselves and watch your children. They're sex slavery traffickers. They fuck your kids. They see them and they're using R&M on them as well because it enables invasive surveillance, and this is how they're doing it and getting away with it. Bunch of sex fiend fucking perverts that they are that murder. Be safe, everybody. My identity theft is done. Blair Hardy, Billy Waldridge, Tyler fucking Teabag Lake, and Jason Gimpy Two-Step Good for Nothing scumbag lowlife piece of shit Van Alstyne. You will answer and pay for this. It won't be done by OPP because you own them and you've proven it. But it's gonna be done, you fucking scumbag pieces of shit murdering bastards.